There's no spell powerful enough to clean this mess.
That's quite the door. I've never seen such intricate use of copper. Just wish we had a key for it.
Calling my spells tricks is such a disservice.
How rude of me. I never called your name. Anything interesting?
Other than this strange wooden crown, I believe a bomb recipe qualifies as interesting.
Indeed. Still worthless without the ingredients and something to mix it in, though.
We'll work on that. Let's find something we can use to concoct this potion.
What do you think that wooden crown does?
It's quite hefty, and its edges are very precise.
Sounds like a secret key to me. I don't believe it.
Just don't lose your balance as we cross. This sounds delicious.
Looks heavy.
It is. Let's get it to a campfire. We've got some concocting to do. Time to put this cauldron to work.
That's it.
Are you sure it's safe?
Of course it's not safe. In other words, it's just what we need.
Do you remember the way to the rocks?
It's marked on the map in case we get lost.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Remind me to cover my ears next time.
Let's hope there is no next time.
The water flows quite nicely now.
We have a tree to talk to.
Enjoying your new water supply?
Yes. But again,
Wait, let me guess. It is not that simple.
correct.
What now?
Something holds my roots in place underground. I cannot move them. I require your assistance.
Where do we go?
Go east. You will see for yourself.
East it is.
When they reached the shore, a remarkable, yet all too familiar sight swished and swirled before them.
A hole in the lake?
Is your friend here, Yorshka?
Back for more, I see.
Yet another familiar sight presented itself. This time recognizable to only one in the party.
This is the man who stole the amulet and knocked you out just before we met.
Light on details, but not inaccurate. The name is Sebastian. Perhaps you care to enlighten them further, Yorshka.
Of course. But you look like you have more pressing matters to discuss.
No less pressing than during our first encounter. But my personal quest could use the assistance of your companions if they're willing to hear my story.
This is all very strange, but I'm curious.
You were the symbol of the 7 tribes. Your story greatly interests me.
Fair warning, it starts with a Taltosh.
It does. A very wise Taltosh named Gunsel, who once served Attila himself. I met the Taltosh years ago during his legendary travels across Operencia. During my time with him, Gunsel had a vision of destiny. My destiny. He told me my purpose, to secure the sword of Attila and deliver it to the one who brings light into the darkness. In great battle, this chosen one will lead us. With the Sun King's disappearance, I fear this battle is nigh.
The Sun King?
Nopkirai is his real name, said to be the personification of the sun itself.
In fairy tales of the old faith.
True, by day he mounts his mighty silver-haired steed to leap across Operencia, offering light from dawn till dusk. At night he rests, sometimes taking human form to visit this middle world himself. The Sun King is very real, and because you brought it up, young knight, tales of fairies are very real too.
So you're saying this prophecy has led you here many years later?
Which just so happens to be the same place we're headed to free a talking tree. Convenient.
Sounds like the will of the gods to me. I have reason to believe this is the tomb of Attila, and within it I hope to find his sword. Will you join me then?
No, you will join us.
Ha ha ha! Very well then, do lead on.
companions entered the tomb with an optimistic sense of wonder. It did not last. With no warning, an unseen foe slammed the door shut behind them. And then, silence. Pure darkness.
We're going to die in here.
But then...
Well, at least we won't die in the dark. I've not seen a keyhole shaped like an arrow before.
Curious.
A spirit haunts us. A female spirit, not Attila.
Look, straight ahead.
Could it be?
You said your name is Sebastian, right? As in, Sebastian the Dragon Slayer?
Heard the tale, have you? Alas, young Bézé, I have never slain a dragon, but that story is very much about me.
Father told me that story. Sebastian killed several dragons. Didn't one of them have 10 heads?
12, but I don't mean to brag.
You just said you didn't kill any dragons, old man. How could you possibly justify any bragging?
Simple, really. Believe it or not, I too was once a very young man.
I don't.
Almos, the great chieftain of the 7 tribes, took a liking to me and invented a story adorned by all with me as the central character. This was all shortly after Attila's legendary triumph over Thade, which captured the imagination of every aspiring child who saw himself a warrior one day.
So a story invented for you gained popularity and made its way through Operencia. Interesting.
Yes, it is interesting, but also a little disappointing. I was hoping there really was a Sebastian the Dragon Slayer.
With any luck, young Bézé, you will help me find the sword that slayed the greatest dragon of them all.